welcome back to my channel. I'm Debbie from Debbie's World and this is another weigh-in update. Well, it feels like a while since I've sat down and had a proper chat with you. So it's Sunday morning, it's just coming up to 11 o'clock. Andrew's at work, Charlie's curled up in his bed and I've got the door open because so far it's another lovely sunny day. So yeah, here's hoping that it stays dry for a little while and I can get out for a walk this afternoon, or a dry walk at least. Yeah, what lovely weather we've been having. When it's sunny it's really nice, but obviously there's been frequent showers as well. So I did come on and do a live video last Saturday, which was, what date was it last Saturday? Let's have a look, where's my calendar gone? The 27th of July? 27th of July. And I did that mainly because I didn't want to sit down and sit here with a load of excuses. I just wanted to address that I'd had a fairly biggish gain, be honest with you, and sort of get it over and done with. So yes, last week on the 25th of July I did gain 9.5 pounds, which took me well over the top of my target. But I was okay with that. Well, it was a little bit of a bigger gain than I'd expected. But I'd had 3 days not food optimising. It was also the very hot week, and yeah, it just happened. And on the Monday before the weigh-in, I'd got completely back to food optimising and loving the plan as I explained, and just getting back to cooking my recipes and enjoying life. And doing plenty of walking. I'm still playing my mobile game, which is Wizards Unite, which encourages me to get out walking. And yeah, I then went to weigh in on Thursday, the 1st of August, and I lost 5.5 pounds, which took me back into target range. So I now weigh 11 stone 2.5 pounds, and that brings me back to a total weight loss of 15 stone 5 pounds. So I'm really happy. I got back in the zone, loving my walking, loving the non-scale victories that I keep having, which I'll go into more later, and just trying to enjoy it. And the main point that I wanted to make for me, when I say getting back to plan or getting back to food optimising, is that I don't diet. So a lot of people ask me, how do you get back on plan? How do you stay motivated? I mostly treat this as my lifestyle. This is my way of eating. So when I get back to what I say is food optimising, I don't do SP, I don't cut down on sins, I don't cut out my snacks. I just get back to what I call sticking to my plan, and it doesn't feel like a diet. So I still allow myself a little chocolate bar within my sins. I still allow myself to snack on yogurt and fruit. I still have 3 healthy filling meals, and I make sure I get out and do plenty of walking. And for me that's what works. As we can see, that I've lost a nice healthy 5.5 pounds, which is not the whole of my gain, but I'm back in target, which I'm really pleased with. I have found that I have to allow myself a little bit more leeway than the £6 range that Slimming World gives. I think I've gone into it before. The top of my target range is 11 stone 3, which of course I'm just under at the moment. But I'm having to allow myself a little more range, and I have set my own personal limit to be 11 stone 7, which I did creep slightly above 2 weeks ago. So I knew then that I was going to completely stick to it and get back under, because I will not allow myself to slowly gain back more than a few pounds. And I think that's what's working. And weighing weekly isn't something I'm going to be doing forever, and I might go into that more down the line. I do need to speak to my consultant, but then I always think, well, if I hadn't gone to group and seen that gain, maybe I wouldn't have gone back, gone straight back into it with such gusto. So maybe at the moment weighing weekly is working, but then again, I am aware I do weigh myself at home, which I know some people don't agree with. So I was aware that I'd gained some weight, and I think that in the future it may be an option for me to weigh less frequently in group. But that's for something later down the line. So yeah, I'm feeling really, really happy. I'm hoping that I'm going to stick to food optimizing again this week and see another little loss. That's what I'd like, to get lower into my target range. There's plenty of events and things to keep me going. At the end of September we're off to the Lake District again, so obviously I'd like to lose a few pounds before my holiday, and also there's SlimCon coming up, hopefully on the 2nd of November. You can find more details in this description box if you'd like to come along and meet myself and other YouTubers. We'll hopefully be there. And obviously I really want to be in or around my target weight at SlimCon. So yeah, those two things will keep me on track, and also my regular shopping trips. So yeah, that is the next thing that I want to say. A very lovely subscriber who doesn't want to be named very generously sent me a clothing voucher for Next. So thank you, you know who you are, thank you very much. She expressed that she wanted to send me a gift for how much she enjoys my vlogs and how much I've helped her on her journey. And so me and Andrew took a trip to Meadow Hall yesterday, and if you follow me on social media you might have already seen. So I will show you. Sorry about the light behind me, but it's a very bright day. So yes, it was a Next voucher, and I bought this polka dot wrap dress, which is a size 12. It was £22, and it's a red dress with white polka dots. It has sort of ombre buttons down the side, pulls in at the waist, and it comes down to just above the knee. I don't have tights on. I was going to put tights on, but then I saw that it was still quite a warm day, so I decided to forego the tights. But I do have my little slimming shorts on underneath. I'm hoping they don't show at the back, but yeah. So the slimming shorts come up to the bra, so I'm smoothed out at the front. And yeah, I think that's a really nice dress. So that was one thing, and then the rest of the money I put towards another pair of jeans. So these are my favourite jeans from Next, and they're actually the cheapest. I think they're £28. Yeah, because it came to £50. So these are £28, and all the other jeans in Next are £45, but they are really good quality. But the ones I go for are the Next jeans ankle straight high rise in a 12 regular. Now they do, as it says, ankle. So for some people they may be slightly short because they just rest on the ankle, and some people might prefer slightly longer, but they're a great fit and just so comfortable. So I've now got 2 pairs of those, and yeah, So I'll show you, I'll also put some pictures up of what else I liked. But this was the other thing. This was a trouser suit or a jumpsuit, and it's a navy polka dot. Now everybody on Instagram and Andrew really loved this. This is a size 12. It's got, I don't think you can see it on there, but it's got a tie which had tied. But I just felt that it really emphasised my stomach area and my bum. I nearly said another word then. My bum looked really big in it. So I just felt like it really emphasised all my bigger areas. And if any of you were with me at SlimCon or you've met me, you'll know how often I need to visit the ladies. So a jumpsuit isn't really practical when you're going to the ladies every hour. But yeah, maybe next time. I can't remember how much that was. I think it was under £30. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, I will put a proper picture up. And then I went into, there is a Joe Brown's at Meadow Hall. And again, if you've been following me, you'll know I've been lusting after this polka dot dress. Now they only had it in a 14. It's red again, but it's a slightly more orangey red. Whereas I prefer more a sort of blood red colour, if that makes sense, or a ruby red. So I wasn't 100% on the actual shade of red, and as I say, they only had a 14. And this is, I think it's £35. And then they had the navy in a 12. Exact same dress, but in navy. And I think that's a slightly better fit, although obviously I do need my slimming knickers on again. So I've given Andrew plenty of ideas if he needs to buy me a present. We also ate out in the Marks and Spencer's restaurant. I did allow a sin or two for the dressing. The cheese was my healthy extra A, so we had a jacket potato with cheese and beans and a salad, and I also bought a little banana. Andrew had a very nice chicken burger. And lastly, the last thing I tried on was this gorgeous, I think you would call that a salmon pink. I don't know how it's coming across on camera, but it's definitely a pinky shade, not a brown. And it's a real leather jacket, but it's £160. That's in Next, and that's a size 12. Now, Andrew told me to zip it up, but you see, it looks great zipped up, but I would probably wear it undone. So I think having to think, oh, I need to zip it up for it to look good, you know, and obviously I wasn't wearing something that would match because I'd got a green stripy top on. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying, don't know if you can tell, being able to walk into shops and try things on. Not necessarily to buy, although all of you have all said, go and buy it, go and treat yourself. There has to be a limit. And I can't buy a £160 jacket to go and walk the dog. But yeah, I'm just enjoying the experience really. I've been, and actually somebody messaged me on Instagram to say, 2 years ago would you have imagined that you'd be walking into Next and just trying a jacket on? And that really brought it home to me that is what I enjoy doing. Not necessarily to buy all the time, but just to have a bit of fun and see what suits me. But there are some cheaper alternatives in Dorothy Perkins, and they're actually on sale. So if you fancy something like that, then go and have a look in Dorothy Perkins. They're between £30 and £50. And if we go to Next or somewhere, go to York or somewhere like that, I might have another look around. I've heard from my mum this morning, so we're on Sunday. Yesterday she was on a long walk on Kinder Scout, which is in the Peak District. I don't really know how to describe it to you. It's like a very remote walking area, and she was on the top of Kinder Scout with a friend and a walking group, and she tripped and fell straight on her face. She's okay, she's absolutely fine, but she was very shaken, and because it was taking her a long time to sort of respond to people, they had to call Mountain Rescue. She was able to get up and walk down to where the Mountain Rescue were able to drive a jeep, so she didn't have to completely walk. She said them coming up halfway up the mountain or halfway up to the area saved her walking about another 5 or 6 miles. So they took her down to the bottom, and then her friend took her to her local hospital just to check up. And she's got a good black eye and a few scrapes on her face. And my sister's there with her just to keep an eye on her. So yeah, Mum, I hope you get well very, very soon. And I'm planning on going to see her next Saturday, hopefully. She says she'll probably not do any more walking this week, but I'm sure she'll soon be back up to it. My dad's doing okay. He lost his phone again, so I didn't hear from him for about 7 to 10 days. No, not as long as that. I didn't hear from him for about a week. So after I didn't hear from him last Sunday, I started ringing round his friends to see if he was okay, his cleaner and his friends. And they said, oh yeah, he's fine, he's just lost his phone. So my dad finally phoned me. So yeah, they're both managing but doing okay. And yeah, so big love to my mum and dad. As I say, Andrew's working. We had a lovely day out yesterday. Later on, I'm thinking I might do a chickpea burger recipe using my gram flour and have a nice chickpea burger with a wholemeal roll later on. For lunch, I think I'm going to have another egg wrap like I made last week on the live. Yeah, I'm just enjoying life at the moment. Like I say, I think I might get a little stitch or put a little stitch in just there, just to stop it showing my brow when I'm not aware of it. But yeah, thank you again to the lovely lady who very generously sent me that gift. It did cause me to go out shopping again and have a lovely day. And just enjoy life and just try to enjoy the experiences that losing weight has given me. Obviously it has given me a new lease of life, a new confidence. Some people who are on a journey, it might not be weight loss, they might not want to lose weight, but for me it's what I needed to do. And I feel much more healthy and much more alive. So good luck to everyone who's on a self-improvement journey. I hope you have a really good week this week. Let me know how you're getting on in the comments. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.